Almost every human has been successfully occupied.
We could be taken at any moment.
However, there are still pockets of human resistance.
They're mobilizing. We gotta go.
I'll lead them away.
Ellie, no!
Come with us. I'd rather die.
Wait, come back!
Well, what station are you from?
Fox in Houston. We can say anything.
Can you curse on Fox?
I can. There's certain. Weirdly enough, there's like a list of words that we can say.
Okay.
So
you can say ass.
we can say ass.
Ass.
Ass. Jake Hamilton, Fox Houston. Never started off an interview that way before.
Are you gonna keep that in?
Go for it. Yeah, we're keeping
Ass.
it in. Ass.
Or arse. That's what we say in Ireland.
I love your accent.
Yeah.
It's arse.
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 So you kind of open up the A sound.
Arse.
Arse. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, this is the best.
You're good. You're very talented.
That's all I need, actually. I'm good to go. That's,
Bye.
Yeah, that's my soundbite.
Yeah.
You know, I love this idea that whenever we're kind of inhabited by the souls, whenever, you know, if we're going to fight back, sometimes we bombard the aliens or the souls with like great memories from our life that we kind of remind them of things that happened. If it were going to happen to you, what is that great memory from your life that you would keep throwing at them to try to fight back with?
Probably like images of me working out in the gym for Hannah, so they'd be really scared.
Oh,
and
yeah?
Like, oh, I don't want to mess with this girl.
I
probably do that.
Talk to you for that. I would not want to mess with you based off of Hannah.
I hope it hasn't faded now, because it's been a few years, and I've done little bits of fight choreography since then, but not to the same extent.
Would you say that you could still kick some arse?
Depends on the arse, but I would say I could kick a few, yeah.
A few arses?
A few arses, yeah.
Arses? This is the
Look at
best.
us on Fox.
I
saying
know!
Arse.
Saying arse.
We're crazy.
Meeting Jake Abel for the first time.
God, I mean, it is. I try to make it as magical as possible.
You know what?
really
I'm
do.
starting to feel it.
Yeah.
It was so magic. It was rose tinted,
Yes.
wasn't it? Music playing in the background.
I was backlit at first.
Right?
Yeah, you were just a
slow motion.
silhouette.
Just a silhouette.
Was there a song playing in the
No,
background?
there were doves.
Yeah.
Slow mo, like John Woo doves?
Silhouette.
And then,
white
and then ever so gently, I walk up and say, "Hello, Max. Are you Jake?" Yes, I am.
No, this is not happening.
This is the 50 Shades of Grey that I was talking about.
God damn it!
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
I
You know,
think
it's,
the one that would, it wouldn't be the earliest memory, but what would sell me that I wouldn't be able to get away from is the memories of my kids. You know, if I had that love brought back to me, there'd be no way I couldn't go along with what that person wanted at that point.
Right. It's hard to beat the kids.
You can't.
Barely a bone not broken or organ ruptured.
This one wants to live. When we occupy this host, her memories will lead us to the resistance.
Her name is Melanie Strider. She was born in Louisiana. Her family escaped the initial waves of colonization.
What is happening? Is she resisting?
Now, I'm sure you're aware of this, but whenever 50 Shades of Grey originated, it came from Twilight fanfiction. So I was wondering if 50 Shades of Grey originated from the Host fanfiction. How different would that book have been?
I don't know. I haven't read 50 Shades of Grey.
That's good that you have not read 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I read like one chapter of it, and I was like, whoa.
Why did you even pick it up? You should not be picking that up.
It was in my aunt's house, and she's not even into those kinds of things, but she just read it out of curiosity.
That's
and
what they
I
all
picked
say.
it up on a page where plenty happens. I was like, whoa. But it's a big book, and I don't know if I want to spend a whole book just kind of, I don't know. Anyway, if it had originated from the Host, well, I guess there'd be some freaky aliens instead of, what's his name? Is his name
Christian
Christian?
Grey?
Yeah.
I haven't read it either.
Okay, well, he's going to be an alien then.
It'd be a lot dirtier.
It would. The whole interspecies thing might have got a little bit twisted on the internet.
What are some great possibilities?
Well, it's funny you say that. William Hurt, who has sort of encyclopedic knowledge of everything from quantum physics to, horticulture, he couldn't get past Ian's love for the alien. He couldn't quite understand what it was and became fixated with the idea of physical interspecies love. So what were the possibilities of a human and a little glowing alien?
And how would they?
I think the word gripping was thrown out there by William.
And that's when we said, okay, William.
William, it's time to go home.
We've gone as far as we can.
Soft porn would be the biggest difference.
Or do you think we'll ever see that version?
I hope not. I don't know. I mean,
After 50 Shades Grey took off, people were...
Yeah, I mean, it's. I read it. I mean, you know, it's out there. You know, there's a good after-hour showing for all kinds of movies.
Oh man, the idea of host erotica is really upsetting to me right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. Now someone's going to do it. It's already done. What am I saying?
So scratch it. So we won't necessarily, hopefully, be seeing that version of the movie anytime soon?
I'd love not to.
Okay.
It's important you stay in control of this host.
You found us.
I think it takes a certain type of person to be able to like fight back against kind of being inhabited by the aliens, by the souls. You've worked with some great co-stars in your past. Of all the great co-stars you've worked with, which one do you think has that strength or almost that stubbornness to be able to, if this really happened, to hold up against them?
Someone who's very, very strong. Susan Sarandon's a very strong woman.
I would not want to take that woman on.
I don't think anyone would want to mess with Susan, and too right as well. She's a very strong woman. She's great. Like she's so much fun and everything. But I'd imagine you wouldn't want to mess with her.
William
Hurt.
William Hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
I would follow. He is Jeb. He is Jeb.
Right.
That beard is his. That might have been his wardrobe. I mean,
I went hiking when I was in Albuquerque, and there was this big mountain I was climbing up it, and he said to me, seriously, if anything happens to you, you call me. And I go, yeah, William, I'll call you. And he goes, no, I will find you. And it was Liam Neeson right there. It was taken. And I believed it. I'd be in some gully with a broken leg, and he would ascend, you know.
Doves.
Yes.
Not doves.
Much like when he met me. Right. William and I, we enter rooms very similarly.
Christoph Waltz. I mean, he killed Hitler. I mean, he was Hitler,
right?
So I feel like he has a tenacity that...
I would love to see, if we end up seeing a sequel to this, we could bring in Christoph.
Possibly.
That's a good question. I'd say, for me, Kristen Stewart. She would not give up. She would battle right through it. She would survive.
I could see that.
Yeah, and I would think the same as Saoirse Ronan. I think she's not going quietly either.
I'm waking up to action.
Jared.
It's one of them. It's still her body.
I'm breaking in, shaping up.
We find her, we find the resistance.
She could bring a whole army down on our heads.
You don't know what I've been through to find you. You'll have to trust me.
You were saying that you didn't think that they had read it going in. As an author, is it ever like insulting where it's like, so like you haven't read my book yet? Like what?
Gosh, no. I mean, I am always surprised anyone has. But with this one, it's a really big book, and particularly Jake and Max are not really in my normal demographic. I was just really happy that they did read it afterwards and put so much thought into the characters. I mean, you got to work with them working through.
Sure. Well, I had to read it because I had to adapt.
You had a lot harder job than they did.
The Host 2, are we going to be seeing?
I'm working on the sequel now. Well, not today because I'm here, but as soon as I get home, locking myself in the room.
Are you
Sorry, kids.
Do you pity the humans?
I miss everything about her. I gotta know. Is Melanie in there?
This is war.